Shaq has kids.
Do I have any chips in my teeth?
Yeah, you
No?
have like 4.
Oh, okay. Well,
We
I
just
can see
lost.
myself as well. So,
We just
what were we saying?
Shaq has kids.
Shaq has kids. You're just learning this. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
gonna be great.
I
This
just
is
I just remember him. The last thing I seen him doing was like that Grown Ups movie with Adam Sandler. I don't really know a lot about Shaq other than he played basketball, he broke a backboard, and he rapped, and he's a horrible actor. That's as far as his autobiography goes for me. So enlighten me.
and don't forget that he's a gold and platinum selling rapper.
Oh,
You forgot that part.
missed those
Never forget that.
benchmarks.
Never forget that.
I don't think anybody wanted to know that, but all
Well,
right.
now they do, and you can find out what albums they are if you didn't know. But we're not talking about Shaq. We're talking about Shaq's son, Sharif
All right.
O'Neal, who continues to get opportunities in a league. Now, you don't know a lot about, well, you said you don't know a lot about Shaq, which I'm willing to bet you don't know a lot about Sharif either.
I never knew he existed, but all right.
Well, then there you go. So let me give you an example of this player, Sharif O'Neal. So Sharif O'Neal had a college career that consisted of 3 years long. So he played for UCLA and LSU. In that time, in those 3 seasons, he never played more than 15 games in a season. His field goal average was about 40%, but that's mainly because he had one season where he averaged 50, which the shots were very close to the net. So
Okay.
about 30%. From three-pointer, he's about a 20% shooter. From the free throw line, he's about 48% shooter.
Wait, what was Shaq again from the free throw?
Oh, probably around the same.
Yeah. Apple don't fall too far from a tree. Go ahead.
But Shaq's hands, I believe we all remember. If you were, this is for the '90s kids watching this. If you remember that basketball that came out from KFC with Shaq's hand on it,
I remember that.
Right, you remember. So now you know why he has a problem shooting a free throw. It's very different from other players, right?
That makes sense.
His hand covers more than 50% of the basketball.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be difficult for him. So anyways, Sharif's college career, I believe he averaged about 4 points his entire career. So we take that guy and he says, you know what, Dad? I'm going to enter the NBA draft. That's what I'm going to do with my fantastic college career. 3 years, not more than 50 games. I am going to enter the NBA draft. And what happens? What do you think happened? This is good that you don't know the story. So I'm going to ask, what do you think happened when he entered the draft?
I think he was like Diddy's son, King Combs. I think he was a raving success. I think he dominated.
Like he got drafted really early?
I'm assuming. I mean, the statistics are giving me are poor, but I'm like, it's Shaq's son. Somebody put him on the bench.
Yeah, it's Shaq's son. Anyway, Shaq's son went undrafted.
Okay.
So no team drafted Sharif O'Neal. But no worries. From the heavens, from probably a random spot and nothing to do with his father, Shaquille O'Neal, who played for the Lakers. Sharif gets signed by the Lakers Summer League team to play during the Summer League.
Let that be a lesson for the kiddies. Never give up.
Coincidental. Yes. So he now has a chance to prove his father wrong. Dad, you said I wasn't ready for the NBA. Let's do this. Let's go.
Wait, even Shaq said he wasn't ready?
Shaq said he should have stayed. Shaq said he should have stayed in college. Did you not hear the stats that I just gave you?
Okay. All right, fair enough. Continue.
3 years.
All right, I got it.
Basketball in college. He averaged not even okay. So, anyways,
that's bad.
Let's take it on. Let's take it on to Summer League now. Okay, Summer League. He gets another chance. Sharif, time for you to show what you're made of. You're very athletic. Everybody's seen your highlight reels. Sharif goes on to average about 10 minutes per game, about maybe 4 points. I think it's about 4.5 points. Might be less than that per game as well. 1 rebound, 0.2 blocks, like nothing in the Summer League games.
Yeah. Okay. Taking up space. I got it.
Taking up space. Yeah. Exactly. Perfect thing. So we say to ourselves now you have played bad in college. And one of the colleges was the same one that Shaq went to, LSU. Then you enter the NBA draft. You don't get drafted, but you get signed by the G League affiliate team of the Lakers. Shaq, one of the greatest Lakers to ever play. He has a statue outside of the stadium. And I saved that one because I know you didn't know. I know you didn't know that. Okay.
Yo, that's funny.
I know you
Shaq
didn't
has
know
a
that.
statue. Wow, that's
Okay.
crazy. All right.
Okay. So after that fantastic summer league performance, the G League team for the Lakers has reportedly signed Sharif O'Neal to a deal worth 6 figures. Now, before you speak, I need you to know, unless no, you know what? I say what you're gonna say because it might go with what I'm saying. Here, go ahead.
I from the very little I know about the ins and outs of that sport, that sounds like not a lot of money. I get you said it's a G League, but
right.
I'm assuming even for that, is that still not a lot of money?
Well, you would think that until you learn that the average player in the G League makes about $37,000 a season.
So he's getting paid more than all of them.
Maybe, like literally, he's getting paid more than all of the other players combined. It's possible. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. But at this point, I mean, you have to sit back and say to yourself, is this a kid who's getting these chances because he's talented? You're looking from the outside in. All you can go off of is the stats and what I gave you because you don't really know much about Sharif O'Neal. But I mean, I'm giving you numbers. I'm not just giving you my opinions of his game.
I mean, honestly, from what you told me in that wonderful breakdown, it could either be nepotism, but what you've also said is Shaq's like, you need to just stop. So I don't know if it's that. Plus, I don't think Shaq would want to tarnish his legacy with his embarrassing son. I mean, I'd be embarrassed. So it could be that. I don't know if it is though, or it could just be as bad as he is. He's still Shaq's son. People obviously know who he is. They could be taking advantage the same way J. Cole got to play for that Scarborough League, and that the basketball team got like a lot of recognition.
Yeah,
could be the same thing. Those are the I'm reaching.
You know what's funny about that? J. Cole and Sharif O'Neal probably average the same amount of points in their respective leagues per game. So there's that.
Again,
you can take that for what it's worth.
I'm grasping at straws here, so I could be off, but that's the only reason I would see this guy.
J. Cole had an entire rap career in between his basketball performances. Sorry. I just want to point out certain things.
I don't know. You know what, man? Maybe it's just me, but I think that some children of rich and famous people, they should just, you don't want to waste your life, but it's like your life was like made, like you're not good at anything by all accounts. Just chill, just be a rich kid and just live your life, die a very old man because you have access to the best healthcare, and just lay low for like 100 years and then die peacefully without embarrassing yourself. That's what I would do if I had no talent. But no, you got to go for your dreams.
I mean, one thing I didn't mention that I'm pretty sure somebody watching this will mention is the fact that Sharif O'Neal did have a major heart condition where he had to have a major heart surgery. So that did take him some time off. And I get that. And people like to use that as a reason to why he keeps getting chances.
But wait, why is he playing if he has a weak heart?
Well, he got the surgery and he rehabbed and he built himself back up to a place where he was cleared and able to play again. So that was like, the underdog story.
Got you.
But the dog he's not under nothing no more. The dog has climbed up, he has reached the surface, and he is looking down at us laughing. That's what the dog is doing because we keep giving this dog more opportunities. The dog's name, in case you don't get it, is Sharif O'Neal. That's the dog.
Well, look, man, I feel like if people want to see him play, if people still believe in the underdog story, you should allow them to, live in their own fantasy. I think it's pretty stupid, but I don't know why. If I know you weren't asking me, you were more looking for a reaction, and my reaction is just confusion. I literally don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I think this is great because, like I said, you're looking from the outside in. All you can do is go off of pretty much what I'm telling you, which is stats. It's not opinions once again. So You can just go off of that. And listen, if his name wasn't Sharif O'Neal and I just said, hey, there's some player and these are his numbers and this is what's happening to him, you would sit here and look at me like I'm a psycho, saying, how the hell did he go from averaging 4 points to averaging 2 points to getting a 6-figure contract? How does that work?
I'm telling you, man.
Well, Chris, his last name is O'Neal. So yeah.
Nepotism. It's got to be nepotism.
That's how I should have said the whole thing to start off, like for real.
Well, viewing public, let's end it on this note. Remember the basketball you were talking about? And this is the other thing too, right? That I never thought of. Yeah, I never thought of. If your hands are massive, it would be difficult to shoot a free throw. Like, think about like taking a tennis ball and then shooting with a tennis ball.
That's exactly what they tell people to do.
Be. Yeah.
They tell people that want to feel what it's like to shoot a free throw as Shaq, try to shoot one with a tennis ball.
And it's hard to do that.
Right.
This guy's like, yeah, well, not for me. I was pro. Yeah, you did.
I wasn't a pro though. I just, I did my thing. I was captain of a few teams,
House league?
University, but whatever.
Why do you think I'm like making a slight? Like, there are leagues. Right?
Listen, being the captain of the house, you know what? I can't say what I want to say. It's 2020. It's 2022.
Fair enough. All right.
And there's too much PC. If I say it, I don't know if you'll edit it out.
Fair enough.
Like being the smartest kid in the retard class.
Sorry. Oh, that's got to go.
That's how I know you're gonna edit it out.
I can't use that.
I know.
All right, hit the sub button. Look.
It used to be a saying. Remember that when that used to be the
saying?
I
do remember. You can't say that now.
I know, but damn. I was like, damn.
Man, you wasting tape on slurs.
Sorry.
All right. Bobby Schmurder, the realest rapper in the game.
First of all, it's like nigga. You don't pronounce the ER with his name. It's Schmurda. It's like nigga.
So Bobby Schmurder. Send to the front of the line, nigger. Bobby Schmurder's releasing an EP called Bad Boy.
Is that how I'm supposed to read it?
Yes, it is.
Is that how it's supposed to be read? Is that supposed to be patois? Because I read bod boy. That's how I
bod boy. Like, well, how do you spell boy? It's not B-O-I. What is it? How do you spell boy?
B-W-O-Y.
See, you don't even know. But it spells.
That is how you in patois, that's how Jamaicans like to spell it.
It spells B-O-D-B-O-Y. And I just read it as bad boy. You're a Bobby Schmurder fan.
Bad boy.
Whatever. You're a Bobby Schmurder fan. And if I wasn't as lazy as I am, I would find the tape that we did when we were talking about Bobby when he was first coming out, and I was shitting on him, and you're like, oh, he's in whatever. Are you excited about this 9-track EP?
Well, first of all, let's just get the bullshit out of the way. Not a Bobby Schmurder fan.
Yeah, you are.
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, you are.
Nope. I don't remember ever saying that.
Oh, so man, you're gonna make me
find it. First of all, you're not gonna look for it. So I'm not worried about this at all.
That's true.
But more importantly, Bobby Schmurder, after being released from jail in 2021, we've long awaited some music, and he has decided to give us 9 songs.
You've long awaited, not me. Go ahead.
Long awaited, and 9 songs is what he's delivering. I am not excited for this.
Okay.
Why? Because I've listened to the music that Bobby Schmurder has been releasing, and it seems like Bobby Schmurder has totally just given in to the industry. I believe that's the easiest way to put it. I believe he's given up on trying to do anything for himself. And he just said, you know what? I'm free. These people are paying me money.
Yep.
I was in jail for so long. I'm just going to do what the hell they want me to do. Make my little stacks. I'm a free man, whatever. I'm not really losing here.
Well, I mean, he's not. Like, think about his condition just a few years ago. He's now free and making a bag of money. You know what I mean? Like, right. So I wouldn't care. Like, which one would you rather? People talking about, like, to what you were saying, Bobby Schmurder just kind of giving into the industry. Like, he's like, well, look, I know I'm going to make this bullshit and a lot of people are going to critique me on it, but I don't care. because what is my alternatives? Do something that I know will make me money, or be in jail. I was in jail. I know what that's like. I'm living this great life. Personally, I don't think he's given into the industry. I just think he's lazy.
Then you haven't seen his most recent music video, and you need to watch it.
But I just
100%.
but like
you don't think he's given into the industry.
no, but I'll
This
tell you,
man is dancing more than rapping.
I'll tell you why I think he's more lazy than that. So he's a rapper, right? And you just made a point of saying
that's what they say on Wikipedia.
I know, but you just made a point of saying he's dancing more than he's rapping. And we know rapping is a lot harder. Please don't take this out of context than the dancing Bobby Shmurda is doing. So that's why I say he's lazy. You're a rapper, bro. Rap, but you don't, because to do the bullshit like dancing and the antics is easier. He's lazy. And again, I'm not saying he shouldn't.
He's also signed to a label though. Like he's signed to a major label deal. So like
that
they absolutely, if they didn't like what he was doing,
right,
he wouldn't be doing it. They wouldn't let him do it.
Yeah,
they wouldn't even release anything.
Yeah, but they do like what he's doing because it's not even
right.
Tekashi sold millions of records, and you can't tell me that Tekashi's whole
hits.
Yeah, but it was more about the antics. Hits. What are you talking about?
Numbers don't lie.
The numbers were there, but those numbers were driven by the bullshit. So Bobby Shmurda could do the exact same thing. The only difference is Bobby Shmurda is more authentic because he didn't snitch. The only other thing, here's the other thing too. 6ix9ine had to be a small, skinny Mexican kid or fat Mexican kid, whatever you want to say, around a bunch of niggas, gang members with colorful hair. And the whole contrast there was, wait a second, these guys would never want to be seen with this guy. And they were. So that was the standout shit. All right. Bobby Shmurda, see, I didn't do it with the ER that time. He's got to do something just as crazy to stand out, which is the F you see today.
How is
this you, man?
How is this still a thing? And how did he get roped into this? Like when he first started, it was actually about the music when he first came out. Like he cared about that. He comes back out of jail now, and all of a sudden it's all these weird dances that he's doing, all these weird gyrations that he's doing. And the music has nothing to do with anything. And the most hilarious part about this, what I find hilarious is that when this guy was in jail, the amount of rappers that would support him, Free Shmurda, this and that, he's out. He gets his music together. He finally gets to release some music. And the biggest feature that he has on his album is Meek Mill.
Yeah.
No Quavo. Maybe Quavo's on there and I missed it, but I didn't see it. There's no Drake, no DreCey at all. I'm pretty sure DreCey was trying to support Bobby at one point. I didn't see Future. I didn't see none of these people that were really like, Bobby's a real one. So
I think I think after you serve your time, especially based on what you went to jail for, when you come out, like, I don't think it's a good idea to embrace that identity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think if you went to jail for some real shit, when you come back out, I don't think you should embrace that, because that makes, especially you're acting like the hip hop police don't exist. Like that makes the target on you even bigger. Not to mention shit in the streets. Like if you were doing shit in the streets, people don't forget about that. And they're damn sure not going to forget about it if you rap about it. You know what I mean? So
Bobby,
like,
that's not the reason people don't fuck with Bobby Shmurda.
No,
people don't fuck with Bobby Shmurda because he's not talented. Like that's just straight up.
I know what I'm saying though is I think he personally just left that whole appeal, that street shit. He just left it behind, man. What I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he did. Some people embrace it. Like they go to jail or they get shot up. And then when they're all, they're out or they're healed up, then it's just gang music shit, period. Because they kind of have some credibility to go. I think that's what everybody wanted.
At this point, he's living on Sesame Street. I'm just trying to see if he's living with Ernie or Bert, or if he's more on the streets with Oscar. I'm just trying to see which part of Sesame Street. Does he have his own apartment, or is he living in a trash can? I don't know what part, but he's definitely on Sesame Street right now. That's what
I think that you guys just need to let, now I'll say it with the ER, I think you guys need to let Bobby Shmurda just live his life.
Big Bird?
That's what I think. Viewing public, what are your thoughts, man? Before you comment, put it in the subs, share, excuse me. Viewing public, what are your thoughts, man? Before you comment, hit the sub. But also, do you think Bobby's music just took a tailspin? Like what? And also, I want to know, what are you comparing his new stuff to? Like his older, like, because I never thought any of his music was good. So even when he was doing the street stuff, like, what's bad? To me, it's all bad. But
I thought his first songs were catchy. At least they
no,
were catchy.
he had Hot Nigga, and that was
That song
it.
still bangs. I don't care what you say. That song comes on in the club, people still go crazy. I heard that in the club maybe like a week ago. People are going nuts.
Bro, people still go nuts for
doing the dance.
People still go nuts for Hey Macarena. Like like there's certain classic songs.
That's like an iconic Latin track.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is in hip hop, that Hot Nigga is one of them joints. That's just gonna listen, it's gonna bang forever. But you just got one. He tried, but Vanilla Ice just got one, right?
There's a lot of people still living off just one song though, but I hear what you're saying.
All right then. All right, man. Got me rambling. All right. Hit the sub in the comments.
Because you asked the viewing public question a long time ago. They're like, do you want the answer or not?
No, I prefer to just hear myself talk, actually. All right.
Nigga, goddamn. I'm trying to answer you, but you just keep talking.
No. Okay, look. I think that if you get scammed on GoFundMe, you deserve it. I do. Viewing public, have you ever been scammed on like some sort of crowdfunding site? Hit the sub, leave it in the comments. But I think that you deserve that. I get you're emotional and bro, they've been giving you the warning signs about scams for your money since, I don't know, like a decade ago. Remember, like the prince from like Nairobi or something is calling you because you can't get money. Like you should know this stuff by now, right? So, and I know GoFundMe is a credible site, right? But still, I don't know.
Sometimes it's hard to determine what stories are real and what stories are fake. And there's people out there, and thank God there's still good people, and that's the worst part about this, because anybody donating it is not an asshole. I'm assuming they're a good person if they're choosing to donate to somebody that they don't know, but it's one of those things that's like, when you go on these websites and you see some of these stories, especially when there's video, especially when somebody has all this effort put into it, even though we know that scammers put effort, but when somebody does that, it's hard to determine whether it's not a real, it's fake or real. So I understand. Me personally, I would never donate to anybody that I don't know. Me personally, that's my policy on as far as this thing goes, but I can't speak for everybody. Some people have money to burn.
I mean, in my house, we sponsor a child, right? But I do that through basically, I can't even remember the name of the foundation. It's Christian something, right? But they've been around forever, right? So I'm comfortable doing that. But apart from that, nah, man, like you, man, I gotta know you, or my friend or my family member knows you, or just seeing it in real time, and I'm like, yo, I feel bad, let me help out. Other than that, I don't know, man. Again, I'm happy that there are people out there that do this. Lord knows it could happen to me one day. I need it. But all right, so let's get into the story. Apparently a GoFundMe account was set up, and they had a goal of $10,000, and they managed to reach 400,000. This was from 14,000 donors. The story goes that this woman, she ran out of money, and she went up to some dude gave her his last 20, filled up the tank, got home, whatever. Apparently this dude was an army veteran. So she just felt so moved by his generosity, gives the last 20. She decides to start up a GoFundMe.
Because he's homeless.
Oh, right. Yes. How could I forget? And all bullshit. All the funds went to their accounts. It was a man and a woman. All the funds went to their direct accounts. And apparently the guy, this not a made up guy, a real guy
that they said was homeless,
only got paid 75 grand. And he's the one who blew the lid on the entire thing.
Because he's not homeless.
Because he's not homeless.
You're missing like the biggest part of the story.
No. That's not the biggest part of the story. You crazy?
What's the biggest part?
The biggest part is if this guy actually blew the lid only because he got $75,000, I think that's a pretty decent cut. you're not doing any of the work. You're just the guy the
whole
story's
reason they
about.
made the money was because of him. He's the whole. If he's
Yeah,
not
but
part
he
of the
could have.
story,
Go ahead.
if he's not part of the story, there's no GoFundMe. These guys apparently met this dude, Mr. Bobbitt, I believe his name was, at a casino.
Yeah.
So they already had problems. They already had issues.
Listen, man,
and then they go
regular
into it
people go to
seeking out
casinos.
somebody else to draw them in there. Listen, you're not going to draw your little gambling addiction and make it seem regular, okay? They had a problem. They met somebody at a casino and convinced him that we're going to do a GoFundMe where we're going to pretend that you're homeless. This is a random person. These are the type of people who go to casinos. And anyways, so he obviously should have got a little bit more. Maybe 50% would have made sense.
No.
Hello, all they had to do was create this little thing and they could have made $200,000. Explain to me why you feel they needed 325,000 instead of 200. There's no difference there. They would have been able to do all the same. They didn't have any of the money before. So their greed is what fucked them over. They deserve to get caught. They should have split it 50-50. That's the only way this shit would have been fair.
So to be clear, if it would have been a 50-50, which you can't do 50-50 when there's 3 people involved. It would have been
the couple is one half is what I meant.
See, that's what I'm saying. That wouldn't be fair. Because I'll be like, wait a second. I gotta.
And then they get 100,000 each. It's pretty much as equal as it gets.
So you really think that the whole reason this blew up, because I think this, but you think it was the whole reason this blew up was because the guy never got enough money?
Yeah, absolutely. He's like, listen, you only gave me 75 G's. Y'all went out there with 325 stacks. There ain't no way we gonna let this, especially since I had to play a role. I had to play and pretend like I was homeless. I'm not homeless. I had to go out there and pretend I was doing that. And now y'all leave with more money? There's no way. If they wanted to take home all of this money, they should have not included another person. How about that? How about they could have just, the girl and the boyfriend could have made up a story where they were homeless themselves.
How about that?
But they didn't. They involved some. And as soon as you involve other people, because people are greedy. You're lucky it wasn't me. They would have had $75,000 if it was me. Would have been flipped. Are you kidding me? They would have to pay me up front.
Oh, man.
It's filtered through my account.
Do they have gold? Yeah, you know what? I'm starting to think about this, but I'm not going to voice my thoughts.
This guy's an idiot.
Listen, viewing public, what are your thoughts on this, man? And again, before you comment, hit the sub. But the GoFundMe crowd, they seem like a vulnerable bunch, don't they? Like the people who hit the GoFundMe. Like I said, I have the one charity that I donate to monthly. If I could afford it, I would do others, right? But I feel like the people who go to GoFundMe, like they have an account, they probably donate to just different causes, like literally all the time.
I feel like the same people who donate to GoFundMes, like random GoFundMes in today's age, are the same people who are still getting scammed by telephone scammers and going to the stores to buy Apple gift cards to pay off their Amazon debt or whatever debt that they had,
See, and this might sound harsh because there might be people in your lives that identify with this, but that's your responsibility to step in and say, hey, don't do that. Here are the red flags to look out for. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, this is a vulnerable group of people. And if you're a scammer, GoFundMe is very public. It's like I think it's the most popular, the largest crowdfunding site. So if you're a scammer, you're going to go where all the fish is, right? That's where you can catch somebody easy. You're going to go to GoFundMe. So I just think like I've never been on that site to donate. So I don't know if they have any things to look out for before you kind of give money, or I don't know what they do over there. But if they don't, I think that's irresponsible from the site. It's just like when you gamble online, right? They give you all the warnings. You can only spend a certain amount per day because that site doesn't want to be held liable for you, basically losing your entire life in a day. So I don't know if GoFundMe has any of those things. I'd be curious to know.
About how impossible it would be for them to verify every single story that somebody posts up there.
not about the stories, but about the people donating, like kind of like a buyer beware thing. You know what I mean? If you're going to
Right.
donate, just, be aware. This might be a fake story. Like a little disclaimer. I don't know. I'm just saying other
I mean, you have
sites.
check marks like Instagram.
Viewing public. Have you donated on a GoFundMe website? And if you have, please let me know what it was about. And did they have any of those little red flags?
I'm just trying to figure out what you want as a solution. I was just posing an option of something they could do. And that's all.
Yeah,
I wasn't making fun.
No, it's okay. It was a bad one. All right, leave it
Blue
in the
checks.
comments. All right, hold on 1 second. Did you watch the what the hell?
I saw that clip already. Somebody
Brittany
showed
Renner?
it to me while I was on lunch.
Yes. Okay, cool. Let's just react to that. Okay. We have 5.5 minutes, but I mean, we're just gonna be talking shit. So, I mean, how much time do you really need? You guys, like, give me an hour.
Yeah.
Look,
Talk about Brittany.
seriously. Okay, look, when you get that close in my face, right? Only one of two things is gonna happen. Of course, I'm referring if you're a Brittany Renner. Either I'm assuming you're gonna kiss me because you're like right in my face,
Right.
or you're trying to insult me, right? So, and you feeling so comfortable that you can do that just without knowing something physical can happen to you, I feel is something that she's probably done before. I think it's something that she abuses, right? So she knows a guy's not going to hit her, nor should a man ever hit a woman, but she knows this. So she abuses that power. She knows this is being taped, right? She knows that people are going to see this. And some people are going to look at this video and be like, man, he should have boxed her or at least pushed her, like, create some space. It's COVID time, but he didn't. So that can make him look kind of away. And then when she dashed
properly,
when he dashed the water in her face and he threw water back, she got yanked and security started going at him when she's the one, as far as what we can see on the tape, that initiated the entire thing.
Is there a question, or is it you just want to? That was an odd spot to stop. I wasn't ready. I'm sorry. I just wasn't ready.
It's reaction, man. There's no questions.
I'm sorry. I just wasn't ready for you just to stop so suddenly. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what the guy was saying, because to me it looked like he was singing or rapping a song. If anybody knows what he was saying to her, please let me know in the comments. Hopefully he sees this and he will let us know what he was saying, because it just looks like he was reciting a song or something while she was trying to talk to him.
Oh, wait a second. I think he did actually respond.
Oh,
yeah. Hold up.
That was fast. Okay, well,
one second.
I didn't even have to stop filming before he heard me. Wow.
I was hyping her up at first while she was twerking. As she was walking away, I screamed, "I love PJ," as a fan of them. He continued saying, so then she proceeded to walk towards me with anger, opened her water bottle, about to pour it on me, and I told her to throw it on me because she's a celebrity here, not me. After she threw her water bottle, I proceeded to throw water back. He concluded by saying she's just bitter. Additional footage shows Renner telling Martinez, "Get his dick out your mouth," in reference to her ex, PJ Washington. So
okay, well, yeah. I love his statement. It's a great statement, but I also watched the video and he said a little bit more than what he just said in that statement. So I don't know. Bro, if you're gonna lie, like, make it believable. Like, there's a video and you're clearly saying a lot more than what you just made in that statement. So now I say it again. I want to know what he was saying to her, because the PJ Washington thing is great, but I don't see why that would make her angry. You have the man's child. Why just somebody saying his name would make you so mad? I don't get it. That's like when what's his name? I think it was Bobby Valentino got mad because somebody called him a bitch, or it was one of those singers, Jeremiah. He got mad and wanted to fight because he called him a bitch. Like, bro, that wasn't the first time somebody's done that. Chill out. Why do you get so mad at that? Why would she get so mad at PJ Washington? Name being said. I don't know, but either way, what she was doing in his face like that and then throwing the water, the way he reacted was normal. I don't understand why security went after him either. Very confusing to me. I guess they wanted to protect the celebrity, because I feel like those people who came over were not actually security. If you look at them, they're just wearing construction vests. Regular dudes, regular people with construction vests on. They're probably volunteers. They're like, oh my God, I'm about to go viral. I'm gonna be a celebrity too. Let me save you, Britney. Then we could take pictures together. That's more what it looked like to me, because if that was real security and they hopped up on him, I'm suing the hell out of you.
Yeah.
She attacked me first.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's all I was looking at. I was
Yeah.
like, where's this lawsuit? And it's funny. Why is anybody playing bodyguard for Britney like she's Whitney? She ain't Whitney.
She jumped up on the guardrail. She jumped up on the guardrail in the man's face. Now, let that have been a reverse situation where the person on the guardrail was a man and the person in the crowd was a female. And I don't care what the female's saying, because the guy was obviously saying something to her. So the female's talking that, and a guy and he decides to do it. We would be having a different conversation right now. That celebrity, cancel that, cancel him. Oh, he's abusing women and disrespectful and blah, 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 blah. But see how it's Brittany Renner now. Now we're talking about it from a perspective of who cares?
I care.
Okay. that was so fucking cheesy.
When they ask you who cares, you tell them I care.
All you had to do was throw up the I care.